everybody. We're going live here. I'm excited. Can't wait to talk to you about this good topic that is actually a scary topic. That's why we call it nightmarish SEO. Easy SEO live, only scary, right? So we're going to be diving into that. Of course, we got to do our normal, like, is, everything working? Can you hear me? Can you see me? Are the comments working? All that good stuff. So I'm going to be going into the actual, live area. We're going to make sure that the video's working, the audio's working, the whole 9 yards. So that way, we're you can hear me. Because if I don't know that, then, it just wouldn't be any good. So that being said, if you're watching right now, go in there, drop in, say, hey, what's up, Jeff? Let me know where you're watching from. And then we're going to be getting started here in just a minute. Looks like I see video, so we know video's working. Let's make sure audio's working. I'm going to play it here real quick. Oh, yeah. Man, it sounds good. That audio sounds good tonight. This is going to be a fun topic, guys, because here's the reality. You can try to rank on Google and even do SEO for years and years and years, and yet never rank on Google. Yes, you've heard me right. You can do all the SEO work in the world, and yet still not rank on Google. And so you want to be aware of some of these pitfalls, because I'm not going to lie, there's been times that I've seen, like with my dream clients, people inside my mentorship, there's been times that they've done all the right stuff, and yet there's some hidden, secret, evil, deep-rooted things that despite all that, they could still not rank until they fixed those things. So we're going to talk about those specific things. Again, if you're joining in here, go down into the comments. Let me know where you're watching from. What's up, Melissa? Good to have you here. Love that you're joining in. Hey, welcome. So number one thing I'm actually really excited to share with you is that you can actually tell Google not to rank your website. And you can do this without even realizing that you're doing it. So I do want to give this strong warning that you got to check. You can't just assume that you have not done this, because anytime that I've seen this happen, the person that it's happened to was never aware that it had been done. And this can look different on different website builders, but you can actually check a box that says, hey, Google, don't rank my website. And again, it's going to look different on Squarespace. It's going to look different on WordPress. It's going to look different on Show It. But you can check a box, and I've seen people do this. They have no idea. They check the box somehow, and so they could do all the SEO in the world, and yet Google would still not find that page. So that's a big deal. So that's one thing, is just telling Google, hey, Google, don't rank my website. But then after that, next, I've seen people set up, I haven't watched them set it up, but I've seen people have for instance, this happened actually with Google Domains. Someone had set up their site in a way that Google Domains then told WordPress not to rank the website, which then told Google not to rank the website. That can be really scary. So how do you know if this is happening to you? Well, it's kind of tough, honestly, because you might be doing all the right stuff. You might have never thought that you clicked anything. And in fact, I'm not convinced that this person didn't, that they actually clicked anything wrong. I can't tell you why. Like, I don't know why. No clue. But for some reason, Google, it just doesn't want to rank it because the domain provider said so. So how do you find out, right? Well, number one, if you're inside of Google Search Console and you start seeing warnings about how Google just cannot index a specific page, such as, let's say, your home page or some other page that you want to rank. That's how you can typically know. And so you got to have Google Search Console. You got to have your domain property inside Google Search Console, and you need to know where to look for those issues. Now, anybody want to see that? Anybody want to see where you go into Google Search Console and actually access that? Let me know in the comments if you guys want to see it. I'll take us on the inside if you want to. If everybody's like, nah, Jeff, I don't want to see that, then I won't do it because I've got some other cool stuff to talk about. But if we got anybody in here, if you want me to show you this, I'll show you where you can check on some of those indexing things on the inside of your website. So you let me know in the comments. I'm going to switch. I'm actually switching over between different things here. So here in a second, I'll switch back over. And I will. If you guys want that, then we'll take a look. So let me switch back over to Facebook because I got to get back there. Yeah, Jenna says yes. Keontae says yes. Awesome. So I'll show you guys this real quick. Let me switch over to screen share. Take me just a second because I gotta go in and push the screen share button. Gotta go in and push the screen share. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go in and push the screen share. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go in. Looks a little bit different for different people. Yours should do. Sometimes we're gonna go in a little bit different for different people. Yours should do. Sometimes we're gonna go in a little bit different and different. Over general looks like this. Sometimes we're gonna go in a little bit different and different. Over general looks like this. Sometimes we're going to go in a little bit different and different. Over general looks like this. Sometimes we're going to go in a little bit different and different. People are in general looks like this. Sometimes we're going to go in a little bit different and people are in general looks like this. Sometimes we're going to go in a little bit different and people are in general looks like this. Sometimes we're going to go in a little bit different and people are in general looks like this. Sometimes we're going to go in a little bit different and people are in general looks like this. Sometimes we're going to go in a little bit different and people are in general looks like this. Sometimes we're going to go in a little bit different and people are in general looks like this. Sometimes we're going to go in a little bit different and people are in general looks like this. Sometimes we're going to go in a little bit different and people are in general looks like this. Sometimes we're going to go in a little bit different and people are in general looks like this. Sometimes we're going to go in a little bit different and people are in general looks like this. Sometimes we're going to go in a little bit different and people are in general looks like this. Sometimes we're going to go in a little bit different and people are in general looks like this. Sometimes we're going to go in a little bit different and people are in general looks like this. Sometimes we're going to go in a little bit different and people are in general looks like this. Sometimes we're going to go in a little bit different and people are in general looks like this. Sometimes we're going to go in a little bit different and people are in general looks like this. Sometimes we're going to go in a little bit different and people are in general looks like this. Website, even if you're doing what you think is all the right things. But let me know, because I want to ask a question real quick. Oh, we got reverb. Somebody's saying we got reverb. Is it still happening? Uh-oh. Let me check. Yeah, it sounds like the audio is good. Yeah, I just checked the audio. Sounds like it's great. Yeah, so you guys let me know. It's fine now. Okay, it's better now. Okay, cool. Yeah, no clue because I don't think I touched anything. But I'm wondering if maybe it did it whenever I switched over to, maybe there's some sort of update on Ecamm. That could be an update because I haven't messed with anything, but apparently it's doing something goofy. So here's what I was saying, guys. Yeah, as Steven says, it's when you went in a screen share. Awesome. Good to know that. There must be some sort of new thing where they're like doubling down on audio. Really good to know. I doubt that I can fix that without here. I think I can do this. Since you guys didn't see the screen share, let me see if I can just switch over this current frame. Okay, let me know if you hear any crazy noise now. Because I'm gonna go take us back in here. Okay, but I'm doing it a different way. So go into the comments. I just want to get confirmation that we're not getting crazy audio at this point. Let me know. Crazy audio or no? We good? Drop into the comments. Let me hear it. Sounds good. Keontae says sound good. Okay, awesome. That's what I love to hear. So let's go back. Thanks for sticking around. Wish I would have caught that earlier. So here's the thing. If you're inside of Google Search Console and let's say you go over here to overview, you go down to indexing, click full report, you're going to see if there are any issues when it comes to pages that are marked with a no index tag. You should have some that are marked with a no index tag. It's just normal, like these feed pages, right? Sometimes you'll see like tag combination pages, and there should be some here that are no indexed. But if you're seeing like your homepage or a blog post, something you want to be found by Google, and it's showing up in here, that's a good sign that you have told Google not to rank that page. And so you need to fix it from there. Now, on the flip side, if you go into this view data about index pages, you'll be able to see pages that have been indexed and when they've been indexed, which is really nice because like if you're like, I wonder if Google found that page, you can actually know if Google has found that page because once they do, the cool thing is they can start ranking it as well. So kind of the three things that we're looking at is we're looking at your no index pages, we're looking at these index pages, which you should see things like your homepage and different pages you want Google to find. And then also you can inspect a URL and see if it comes up as giving you a warning about no index. But again, I want to say the one website that I saw where it was at the domain level, I actually don't think we saw a no index on it. I think that it still showed it as being like able to be found by Google. But then when we dug deeper, it was like, no, it actually can't be found. So I hope I'm remembering this correctly, but it's still the same thing. Just use the inspect feature. Make sure you don't have any issues with no index. And then also utilize these features like, the index pages area that we're in now. And then also you may just take a look at your excluded by no index tag pages, which you're going to have pages in. And again, what you can do is you can put it at the maximum and even do Control F or Command F and go through and make sure you don't have pages in there that you want to be found. So that's what I was trying to say earlier when we got all the crazy stuff. Now, here's another thing, though. Here's something I did not say earlier. I'm going to go ahead and share with you because we're starting to run short on time. So I want to make sure that we've got enough time. So I'm just going to dive into it, which is you want to make sure that you're not ranking multiple pages. So I'm going to go in here to performance. And let's say we look at, we'll look at this DC family photographers on this account. And then click on pages. You'll notice here over the last 3 months, we've actually had on this particular website, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different pages competing with each other. Now that's over the last 3 months. If we sort it closer to the last 7 days, what happens is we've only got 3 pages in here. Now, when that happens, sometimes you'll see that there's no pages competing, but I like to go in the last 28 days if we do find some at the 7. And again, we see that we've got a lot of pages competing. Now, what this means is that we need to de-optimize those competing pages and make sure that we optimize the page that is the page that we want to rank. Because these pages are, because they're competing, they're making it take way longer for them to rank and ultimately just hurting you. Like you do not want to have a bunch of pages showing up. In fact, they're showing up like that because those individual pages are not as clear for what they should be ranking for. So again, number one, you got to look for, okay, I want to make sure that I'm not selecting stuff inside of my website building platform that says don't rank my website. You also got to make sure that you're not seeing weird stuff like that inside your domain provider. Okay, which is, it's more rare. I've only seen that happen maybe one time. I don't know how they got there, but they literally said, hey, you know, domain provider, just never let our website rank, which some people want to make websites that don't rank. So that's a thing. But number one, your website builder can actually say that to Google. Your domain provider can create a cascading effect where it says, don't rank my website. And then number three, something that you can do is if you've got these conflicting pages that Google doesn't understand which one should be ranking for which, you effectively can sabotage your rankings because you really confuse Google. And if you're confusing Google, they're like, well, you're probably confusing your visitors too, so we don't want to show you to people. Google really values clarity because clarity satisfies user intent. That's the key here. Clarity satisfies user intent. Google is all about that user intent. So what we're going to do is I want to go into the comments. If you guys got questions, go ahead and put those into the comments now, because we're going to stick around. I don't know. We'll probably stick around for another like couple minutes if we do have some questions. If not, it's all good. But I'll tell you what you can do if you don't have a question is hit the like button. That helps you because it says, hey, Google, Jeff's content's pretty good. I want to see more of it. And then number two, it just helps our group grow. The more that we grow together, the more everybody gets to grow. So hit the like button. And then if you've gotten value from this, comment value. Okay. So here's another thing I'm also wanting to let everybody know. If you're an insider member, you guys can actually jump on Backstage Pass, which means you get to be inside of a Zoom room. And so you get special benefits like a special Q&A, and then also you get access to me doing a website audit for you. So that's something that I just want to give you guys a heads up about. Like if you're an insider member, you have insider member access, then you've got that ability to do that. If you're like, well, I don't know about that, but I would like that, Jeff. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a link with information about the insider membership down into the chat box for you to check that out. The Backstage Pass is actually a brand new thing. You're not going to see that on that page. We're going to have to add that here pretty soon. But you've got access to a whole bunch of cool stuff. You've got access to, man, there's a lot of cool stuff in there. Like, for instance, you've got access even to the Choosy Challenge recordings are actually in there. So just saying, if you were not able to attend the Choosy Challenge and you want to check out those recordings, check that out. Guys, if we don't have any questions, I'm going to shut it down for tonight. Thanks for being here. And can't wait to see you next week. Keep in mind, we do these every week. And we're going to try to keep them on Tuesdays about 6:15 Eastern. So mark it on your calendar. Plan on being here. And I'll see you in the next one. Until then, this has been Easy SEO Live with Jeff. Here's to seeing you rank on Google. Bye for now.